Descriptive statistics describe the following about your data: mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, and frequency. One way to render these statistics from your data is to click on Analyze, and then Descriptive Statistics, and Frequencies. A Frequencies box will appear. The box on the left side of this window lists all the variables in our study. Notice the first title is actually the variable label, followed by the variable name in parentheses. Again, just another handy way SPSS uses variable labels. When this box opens, click on the variable or variables you want analyzed, then click on the arrow in the middle to move them to the variables box. To save time in this podcast, I'm going to take all 4 variables and analyze them for all descriptive statistics. So I've got the first variable selected, and I'll hold down my Shift button and click on the last variable to highlight all of them. Then click on the arrow to send them over to the variables box, and I've moved all my variables over at once. To tell SPSS what statistics I want to run on the variables I've selected, I need to click on Statistics right here. I'm going to choose to run a mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, and also range. Then I'll click Continue. And to make sure that I receive frequencies, I'll make sure that the Display Frequency Tables box is checked. One option worth mentioning at this point is the button Charts right here. Clicking this button allows you to choose the option to create charts that can then be copied and pasted into other software documents. To demonstrate, I'll choose Charts, and then I'm going to select Bar Charts and make sure that Frequencies is selected, and then click Continue. So to recap, what we've done is we started off with the variables in this box. The variables that I wanted calculations run on, I moved over to this box right here, the box on the right. Then I chose the type of descriptive statistics that I wanted SPSS to run by clicking on Statistics and making those selections. And then finally, I clicked on Charts to generate bar charts and charts on frequencies about each variable. So when everything is entered, I can click OK and let SPSS do the calculations. SPSS generates results in an output document that you see here, and the output document opens in its own window. This output document can be saved. However, unless it's converted to a different format, it will only open in SPSS. The first box in the output document that we see is all the statistics that we requested on our selected variables. So we have our variables across the top here, then we have the statistics that we requested. The first statistic here is N. N is the total number of respondents in our study. For this fictitious study, N equaled 10. We can also tell all 10 respondents answered all 4 questions because there are all zeros in the row titled Missing. Next, let's look at descriptive statistics for the different variables. Here's where some of the data won't make sense, because in a real data analysis situation, you wouldn't run all descriptive statistics on all the variables in the study. For example, the mean, median, and standard deviation of gender doesn't make sense to calculate because of the type of variable it is. So let's look at the statistics that do make sense. Looking at student gender, we can tell more females than males participated in the study because the mode equals 2. All the descriptive statistics for student age and student GPA are relative. For the variable do you shop online, we can tell more respondents do shop online than don't because the mode equals 1. Scrolling down in the output document, you'll see the frequency tables for each variable. Scrolling down some more, you'll see the bar charts we told SPSS to generate. Now all these tables and charts generated in this output document can be individually selected, just click on them, and then copied and pasted into other software. So at this point, all the descriptive statistics we need have been calculated. If you want to save this output document, you may do so. Just keep in mind, output documents will only open and print in SPSS unless they're converted to another file type such as a PDF. If you'd wish, you may also close this output document and choose not to save it, and you'll be returned to your data file.